This is Baby Yana. I'm here with Kookielit today to spill some tea. And let's get started, shall we? So what was the worst and best thing about being in a K-pop group? I would say the best thing was I have learned so much and through the whole process, and you know, living with the girls in the dorm was super fun. After the schedule we would always come back home and do a little bit of chit chat, and that actually gave me a lot of energy back then. And definitely the worst thing, I would say, we had no freedom, no private life. So I guess that was the most, you know, I would pick as the most worst thing. Pick. What's the story behind your iconic debut hair? And we're a bit different. Oh my goodness. Yes, I had this half hair back in the days. It was a long time ago. I was a baby back then. You know what? A lot of fans actually asked me the question like, how did you come up with the hair? But the true story is that one day I had no idea. I didn't know I was going to the hair salon. Like, I was just, you know, in the dorm probably, and my manager back then called me, you guys need to go somewhere. And we went out and we were heading to the hair salon. So we were like super excited, we're doing something new, we're getting changed, but I asked everybody around me and nobody would answer me what I'm gonna do today. So even in that moment, like, somebody was putting something on my hair. I had no idea. They didn't tell me about anything. And then once I realized my hair was getting different, like half, I was like, what is going on? And it was like half at the end. And I actually cried that day because it wasn't my choice, but I mean, I enjoyed, you know, doing that hair, and well, thankfully a lot of fans really liked my hair, so that's what happened. Let's see what the next, oh, before we pick the next question, I'm gonna take this off for a little bit. When Evil disbanded, did you feel like quitting music completely, or were you dedicated to making it work solo? I would say I was like on and off for a while. You know, I was still very young back then, and I went back to school. I did normal things that I could do in that age. I also did, you know, a lot of other works as well. I wanted to experience new stuff because before my disbandment with the group, I was just, you know, always just practicing and doing something related to work, something related to music. But the world is big. We have so many things we could do. So I wanted to travel. I wanted to, you know, just go back to school and do normal life. So I enjoyed my time. I did a lot of other things. Came back to the music scene again and started my own career as a solo artist. From last year, I came back with a new name, Baby Yana, and I am now super dedicated to my music career. Let's see what question we have. Do you think that K-pop, both as industry and genre, has changed since your debut for the very first time? If so, how? You know, music always changes, art changes, culture changes. I respect every single culture from every era. But for me personally, I do get a lot of influence by the 90s, the early 2000s K-pop music and performances. Back then, we had the culture. Like, I'm not saying that we don't have the culture at the moment, definitely we do. Like, it's very futuristic, everything is so cool out there. But I feel like, you know, the old school has the vibe. I would say, you know, K-pop is so cool. Tell us who is Space Mulan and what's the inspiration behind the character. Space Mulan, she's a female. She is born in 2022. You know, the first idea came up with a very progressive, very initiative female character who could represent a Asian, you know, female artist. When you think of Mulan, it's very, she's really strong. She has the superpower. But I wanted to put that idea into a 2022 version, and you know, you guys could imagine your own Space Mulans inside yourself. And for me, working on this whole project, making this whole EP, I did find my own Space Mulan, so you guys could find your own Space Mulan as well. Let's see what the next question is. Do you get the idea of the lyrics spontaneously, or do you need to do a lot of thinking and research? For me, I mostly work on the lyrics and the melodies at the spot, like spontaneously, I would say. But definitely I do a lot of research and I do a lot of studying before I come to the studio. But once I'm, you know, willing to make something, I try to put the current emotions, like the ideas that I have at the moment. So that's mostly how I work. I have a song titled All I Want Is You that is both emotional and touching. It's a song very personal to you. This is the only song that is not based on my own experience. Whenever I work on my music, I tend to put positive energy into it. So that's why I have a lot of love songs rather than breakup songs. But on that day I was working on All I Want Is You, I was like, why not trying a new thing? Why not challenging myself? So I had this imagination, a breakup moment, and that's how this song came out. It was really fun because it was my first time putting my violin sound into my own music. The lyrics of your song 1, 2, 3 are quite interesting. Are they about a particular person? The answer is no. It's not about a particular person, but you know, when I'm always in love, when I'm madly in love, I'm like, I just dive in. I just dive into that emotion. So I was thinking about the next love I would be, you know, madly in, and it's about that story, and I am really curious about that as well. Many K-pop fans think that idols ignore comments and don't read what netizens write about them. Is that true or completely false? I think it depends. Personally for me, in the past when I was in my idol days, I did read every single one of it. But back then I was young, I didn't know how to control my emotions, I wasn't that much experienced. So I read every single comment, and sometimes I would be in a very good mood, sometimes I would be in a very bad mood. But now I think I read it selectively. You know, I'm currently in the state of where I put out my emotions through my music, and I don't want to be negative at all. So I'm trying to control my own emotions throughout, you know, reading messages. So, you know, always just keeping good vibes is a very important thing for me. So that's why I try to read the good sides of the comments. You know, we're human beings, we do get affected by comments, and we do sometimes make mistakes. Because, you know, I'm a baby. But I would accept those things that you guys point out as my mistake, and I do accept it. I do try to correct it in a good way, in a right way. But when those comments become a little bit more harsh, when it comes a little bit more rude, when it comes to, you know, crossing the line a little bit, that's when I stop, you know, reading it. Let's see how the next question would be like. How long did it take to film the music video for Space Mulan? It took 2 days, like full 2 days. The thing was, you know, I did a choreography in my music video, and the thing was, I only had a week to practice the whole choreography, but as you guys could see throughout the music video and the choreography performance video, the dance moves, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, so it was kind of tough and really challenging for me to finish the whole dance in a week, but I had so much fun. And after seeing the choreography before I went to practice, we actually planned out to, you know, set out the whole music video more in a narrative way. But after seeing the choreography, our team and I thought of, you know, we got to put more choreography into the music video. So that's how it all came up. Was the recording and writing of the songs for this new EP challenging? What was the best and worst part of the whole process? I would say there was no like worst part, because it was my first EP. Working on the songs were, you know, the whole process with the producers and the people that I work with, we always, you know, try to make good vibes, and that's, you know, the most important thing when you're on work, you know, getting good vibes and getting good energy, putting into that your work. At the end of the day, that will be received to the audience as well. So I just enjoyed the whole process, and it was just so much fun and honored to work with these amazing people. So I was really looking forward to this moment to come. Finally, it's out there. EP's out. You guys are loving it. I'm really, you know, enjoying the whole moment with you guys. And if you guys haven't checked out my EP yet, it's out now. Space Mulan's out now. You know, go to any streaming sites, and you guys, I'm sure you guys would love it. What should I pick? What should I pick? Okay, I'm gonna pick this. Oh no. Out of all the concepts you've done so far, which one is your favorite? To be honest, I love all of them because it was so much fun working on different characters. As you guys might have seen it through my Instagram posts and throughout my music video, I have done mostly like 4 to 5 characters for this Space Mulan project. You know, when you think of Space Mulan, it's very oriental, it's very, you know, futuristic. But we didn't, my team and I really had a lot of conversations on what kind of concept, what kind of characters we should show. But we wanted to do a little bit of twist in a contemporary way. So we got a lot of inspiration from several movies such as Kill Bill, and a lot of performance videos from the 80s, from the 90s, and we tried to put it into our own way. So all of the characters, I have so much love towards them. So that's my answer, and I'm really curious about how you guys think, because I can't only pick one. I love them all. So please let me know what's your favorite character through the comments below, and I am willing to look through your comments. From all of your songs, which one do you enjoy performing the most? I would say for now Strawberry Kisses, because I had several chances to perform Strawberry Kisses on stage, but definitely I am willing to perform Space Mulan and the other songs from my new EP. And since it's just out, I'm definitely sure that I would have a chance to perform in front of you guys. And because Space Mulan has a full choreography, I am so down and so willing to show you guys the whole performance on stage. And I can't wait for the day to come. Two questions left. Which one should I pick? Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? Right or left? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pick this one. ID Korea nominated you in their list of top 5 rising female musicians of 2022. How did that make you feel? It was such an honor to be nominated as the top 5 female rising artists, because, you know, always getting nominated is a really good thing. And at that time, I was actually preparing for my EP album, so it really affected me good vibes to do, you know, finishing on my work. So it was, you know, great.
So finally, I got the last question left. Let's see what it is.
Do you know what your next music project is going to be like? Or do you have anything you know you want to work on? I don't know. I have no idea on this. As I mentioned, I always work on things very spontaneously, and I try to focus on what I'm interested in that moment. And you know, I just released my EP now and I'm just enjoying my life. So I'm actually curious what I'm gonna work on my next project. But one thing for sure, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I love you guys so much, and thank you for giving me this chance to say things out. It was so much fun. This was my last question, so I'm about to leave now. So I'm done with, you know, literally spilling the whole tea today. Hope you guys be safe always, be healthy, have, you know, good energy, good vibes is all I want. And I will meet you guys through my social media account, wherever that is, Instagram, Twitter, my YouTube, wherever that is. Always come to meet me, and I'll be here always to show you guys my love, as well as you guys are showing me love and support. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for watching the whole video. Love you guys. 안녕. Bye.